rich cylinder gas into the oil, the so-called atomization, is a condition for the short time of combustion. Without a reasonable pump pressure level, mixing fails and the oil will not ignite at all, even though the stream passes right through a flame. If the pump pressure is raised to 80 bar, the oil is more finely mixed with air, but not enough to ensure reliable ignition. To illustrate this, an experiment set up with a pressure chamber and a high-speed film camera taking 3,000 pictures per second, showing how the mixing of gas into the oil is dependent on the friction between oil droplets and air molecules at a pump pressure of about 200 bar. First, a vacuum is created in the pressure chamber, and the high-speed camera shows the appearance of the narrow jet, which has an almost unchanged speed before it hits the bottom of the chamber. Then the vacuum is succeeded by a pressure of 3 atmospheres, and the high-speed camera registers the normal fuel jet with a wider spray angle, showing the result from the friction between air and oil that's injected under high pressure. Furthermore, it can be seen that the velocity of the injected oil slows down as it passes downwards of the jet. Returning to the ignited injections and using a pump pressure of about 200 bar, the atomization is now so good that all injections are ignited. At the same pressure and continued injection, a flame is formed, but the flame soon dies out because of the lack of oxygen at atmospheric pressure. In order to compensate for the much lower pressure compared to the cylinder compression conditions, air is now admitted through the pipe in the lower part of the picture, allowing the flame to keep burning. The flame is formed some distance from the nozzle. The distance between the nozzle and the flame is about 400 millimeters, at which point the turbulent flame speed is in balance with the speed of the jet, as could be seen in the pressurized chamber. Inside a working diesel cylinder with more dense air, all these processes are more intense and shorter distances are required. The MAN diesel-developed, electronically controlled ME-type engine is the solution to the demand for reliable flexibility and any future regulations on emissions. The ME engine concept consists of a hydraulic mechanical system for the activation of fuel injection and the exhaust valves. The actuators are electronically controlled by a number of control units, forming the complete engine control system. MAN Diesel has specifically developed both the hardware and software in-house in order to obtain an integrated solution for the engine control system. The basic safety philosophy is that a single failure mustn't cause the engine to become inoperative. The control units in the engine control system are therefore duplicated. In the hydraulic system, normal lubricating oil is used as the operating medium. It's filtered and pressurized by a hydraulic power supply unit. The fuel oil pressure boosters have the same function as the fuel pumps on the conventional MC engine. However, the fuel injection plunger on the ME engine is driven by a hydraulic piston activated by control oil from an electronically controlled valve. The exhaust valve has the same function as on conventional engines. However, the exhaust actuator on the ME engine is driven by a 2-stage hydraulic piston activated by control oil from the fever valve. The exhaust valve is closed by the air spring as on the MC engine. The electro-hydraulic control system of the ME engine replaces the following components on the conventional MC engine. chain drive for camshaft, camshaft with fuel cams and exhaust cams, fuel pump actuating gear, including roller guides and reversing mechanism, conventional fuel injection pumps and VIT system, exhaust valve actuating gear and roller guides, engine-driven starting air distributor, electronic governor with actuator, regulating shaft, engine side control console, mechanical cylinder lubricators. The new electro-hydraulic control system of the ME engine comprises HCU, hydraulic cylinder unit, including FIVA, fuel injection valve, fuel oil pressure booster, exhaust valve actuator, and electronically controlled alpha lubricator. HPS, hydraulic power supply unit, control units forming the complete engine control system. The starting air valves are opened pneumatically by electronically controlled on-off valves, which replace the mechanically activated starting air distributor. The crankshaft position is continuously monitored and transmitted to the control system. By controlling the electronic valves in relation to the crankshaft position, the engine control system fully controls the combustion process. System flexibility is obtained by means of different running modes. These are selected either automatically to suit specific operating conditions or manually by the operator to meet specific goals such as low fuel oil consumption or limited exhaust gas emission. The main operating panel, placed in the engine control room, is the interface for the engineer and operating engine. The MOP communicates with the engine control system and gives the operator an overall view of the engine condition during voyage and standstill. The alarm list in the MOP panel provides detailed information which assists the engineer in tracing and remedying any abnormal conditions in the ME control system. The engineer's still on the job, securing a long life for his engine by checking and testing, and most of all, by knowing the meaning and function of every little detail of his MAN B&W diesel engine.